Hey, Sean Swam. First and foremost, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh by Shem Al Shah by Shem Kakdash, the bonds apostles, and the elders must down for giving us this message in truth, and let's be to elect. So, you've seen this, you've seen what's going on in the news, man. But without further ado, I'm gonna just put the video, and we're gonna just bring some scriptures out.
And welcome to Hannity AM. We begin with this Fox News alert. A brazen act of violence in Midtown Manhattan in New York City. Multiple people have been shot after a suspect seen right there walked through the center of New York City carrying what is a long rifle and then opened fire inside an office building. The shooter then reportedly shot and killed himself. This picture was obtained by the New York Post. Joining us now on the ground with the very latest tonight is Alexis McAdams is with us. Alexis, what's going on?
And I also want to say this too, because apparently, they saying this is, Jake, who did this. But, with the shows, it's funny, right? Because, when Jake does the crime, they got the footages, the cameras footages, when Jake does something bad. But it's funny because when it comes to these missing children, they have no footages. They don't know about the cameras. They have no information on where these people are at. But yeah, cameras is everywhere, man. But when Jake does something bad, oh, they got the cameras for that. But when it comes to these missing children, oh, we don't got the cameras, we don't got the footages. Where they at? It's funny, man. But continue on.
Hey, Sean, so I just want to set it up for people who are watching at home and show what's happening in Midtown Manhattan after this happened. So I'm going to show you over here. You can see the crime scene tape, and then you can take a look at that building that's just down here in Midtown. So what we know is one cop was shot and killed, okay? She was a female NYPD cop who was working security. We also know 4 other people, according to NYPD sources, Sean, were killed inside of that building. That means people that were there to work, okay? This happened 6 o'clock, 6:30 today in Midtown. People were in that building. They were working hard. Most of the people in finance, which was also in the building, don't leave until way later. So this guy goes in, according to the NYPD sources, goes in down here with this long range, a long rifle, and opens fire. First, he shoots one officer in the lobby. That's the female officer who was working security. I'm told, she was working this for extra hours, extra money, and she gets shot and killed right in the lobby. Then he goes right up into this Midtown Manhattan skyrise, going up the elevator. Guess he didn't need a key card, according to witnesses, and shoots other people. At least 4 people were shot inside of that building. We're told 3 of them, Sean, were taken to a local hospital. And they didn't make it. And then one person who was working at that building just died right there on scene. This guy goes up to the 33rd floor, grab.
Come on, man. Like, the 33rd floor. And sometimes, man, you just question, like, is all this shit, like, all bullshit, man? You heard how she said it, the 33rd floor. And we know, 33, Freemasonry. Which at the end of the day, man, the shit could be the whole thing AI at this point, man. Because, sometimes they be reading, how the news be, man. It's like, they're reading what they're supposed to say, what they tell them to say, and they just read it. And this place is just a fucking joke, man.
And turns that rifle on himself and kills himself. So he barricaded himself inside of an office building in there. According to the NYPD guys who are working the scene right now that I was talking to, they said he doesn't have any connection to this building. Any of the offices, the big name offices that we know are in there, like NFL and some of the other finance offices. So they don't know why he was in New York. They don't know how he was able to just go right up. We talk about security and safety, when it comes to active shooting situations. They want to know how was he able to get up 33 floors and then shoot himself inside that room. But you got to send your thoughts and prayers.
Again, the 33rd floor.
To this NYPD officer who lost her life working an extra job, puts her life on the line every day, working extra security, and gets gunned down. All we know is that she's a woman. They didn't tell me the age, but they're grieving, and the mayor and the top NYPD brass Sean are out there at the hospital where they're going to meet with families. And as you know from being in Midtown, these people, come everywhere. People come here for big jobs. So we don't know the ages of these people who died while at work. So their families might be in other states right now watching the news thinking, I hope they're okay. They might not have been able to get a hold of their family members. All they can see on the TV is this scene here, with the crime scene tape and the blockade. So we're going to try to get more information on those who lost their life. The gunman, not to report his name, has been identified by authorities. The FBI's here, and they're trying to figure out, why he came here in the first place. So we'll keep you posted.
All right, Alexis, so we have one officer dead and 4 civilians, and the shooter himself is also dead. Our prayers are with the 4 families and, of course, the family of this officer. Stay there, Alexis. We'll get back to you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
So, hey, man, you see what's going on, man. The 33rd, third floor. Hey, man. Whether, cause at this point, man, you gotta question shit, man. How technology is, probably all staged, probably AI. Not saying it ain't happened, but hey, man, you gotta question the shit, man. But we know, especially now, today in 2025, how these people are coming, man. They in that spirit of I don't give a fuck no more. I'm gonna just crash out. People on demon time. But it's just funny how out of all the floor numbers, the 33rd floor. Out of all numbers, man. And it's crazy because you always hear about 33 in the news. 33 this, 33 that. So this is Ephesians 5:15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeem the time, because the days are evil. We in some evil, dark times, man. We in some evil, dark times. These people just don't care no more, man. They're just going to buildings just to crash out. Going to these different places to crash out. They're just tired. Now imagine when all hell break loose, man. Jeremiah 30 verse 7. Jacob's trouble. Imagine when all hell break loose, man. This is the kind of people that you can see and walk around these streets, man. So hey, man, we in some evil, dark times, man. So this second Thessalonians 2:8, it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. And sometimes, man, make you question, man, if this shit's all staged, man. It could be AI behind this shit, man. Because you know how AI is, man. It looks so realistic, man. So at the end of the day, we in some crazy times, man. You see how technology is. Everything looks so realistic. AI. It's crazy, man. 33. It's just like, out of all numbers, man, sometimes it'll be like, man, out of all numbers, 33? Just wickedness at the day, man. They're doing shit on the left-hand side. It's all witchcraft in the day. Make sure they throw up these numbers, these symbolisms. And here it is, you people, right? You people will just fall for it, man. You people don't question nothing. You just go with the flow. And it's crazy because they always got the footages, the information, the cameras. When Jay do something bad, they come to find out who it is. People want to know who did this, who did that. And if it's Jake, oh, they got the footages for that, information, you know, the details where he was at the beginning and now. But when it comes to these missing children, they got no footages, no information, no details, nothing. Shows how wicked this fucking place is, man. Now, I'm not defending these niggas that's out here doing crazy shit. But if you got information when it comes to Jay doing crazy shit, what about these missing people, man? These missing children that go missing for days and days. You know? Make you question, man. It's just, this place is wicked, man. It's demonic, man. So this is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we know what's up, man, with these devils, man. You know, they be on some bullshit, man. You know, you gotta question this shit, man. You gotta question everything, man. But these people, man, these average Americans, these people, man, are really the Walking Dead, man. They just go with the flow. You know? But we know, hey, man, we in some crazy times, man. You know, people in that spirit, I don't give a damn anymore. They ain't that Michael Myers spirit. That Pinhead, Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Jason spirit, man. You know, and that Richard Ramirez spirit, man. These people don't care no more, man. They're on a hunt. They're on a killing spree. You know, these people are crazy, man. And you brothers out there, hey, man, you know, you gotta be careful, man. Now, with the places you go, these cities, if you're going to like a sport event, which nothing wrong about going to a sport event, but, you know, just be careful, man. Be circumspect, man. You know, be careful, man. Watch your surrounding, man. You know, the people you're surrounded with, you know, because these people are on demon time, man. This is Ecclesiastes 39 and verse 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death, all of these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and a sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So, hey, man, you know, you see a lot of spirits created for vengeance, man. Going out, man. A lot of spirits created for vengeance. So, hey, man. You know, you brothers out there, be careful, man. Be circumspect, man. You know, be careful, man. You know, if it's in your spirit, for example, let's say if you try and go to somewhere else, and if it's in your spirit of, I feel like I don't want to go, don't go, man. Don't go. You know, because I'm somebody, you know, that doesn't like to go to these, you know, places where there's a lot of people, because, you know, you don't know, man, how the type of time these people be on, man. These people might be on that spirit of, I don't give a fuck no more, man. Because these people are just crashing out, man. It's like every day you see in the news, man, people just crashing out. You seen that chick who stabbed that one lady in McDonald's. You know, and the chick with the colored hair. And that's another thing, too. You gotta watch these people with colored hair, man. Those people are mentally ill, man. The orange hair, green hair, red hair, yellow hair, blue hair. Those people are the worst. They got all kinds of spirits on them, man. So, hey, man, you better have to be careful, man. Be circumspect, man. Because we in some evil, dark times, man. So be careful. And so with that, you know, I pray this video is edifying. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh by Hashem Shah by Hashem Kakodash, the bonds apostles, and the elders Gemstone for giving us this truth, and Shalom.